You're listening to Messages from Mula, a space where we get to the roots and truth finds its way back home. So, today's message goes out to the collective where you could be going through a crossing currently at two junctures or two points between your life, and that passing over is something that feels like this is permanent. The crossing here is not something like getting, from one day to another, but it's this transition, this crossing, it feels more like going from one portal to the other. And this portal, whatever comes in between, this is where you're standing at right now, which does not feel easy. This portal is like wormhole. You're supposed to understand that wormholes don't feel easy, and they are meant to cover up a massive distance between two things. So this is not like going from A to B, but this is like rather going from A to S. And I'm getting this letter somehow. A and S also means something specific to you. This going from A to S means that in between comes many letters, and using this alphabetical order implies here that the distance is huge. And to cover up a distance like that, what your higher self is choosing is to go through something like that of a wormhole, whatever goes up in the system of souls, going through wormholes. If you have watched Interstellar, if you have watched Interstellar movie, you would understand that process is not easy. And this certainly feels like death, like you're not going to survive this. Or this may also feel like this is going to forever stay like this, but the purpose of going through wormhole is exactly the opposite. That whatever is at the other end is going to be stark opposite of whatever you have been experiencing or whatever you're trying to leave behind. So this is the message that wants to come up with the death card. So this message shows up as more like a warning for someone who is not able to process their current situation, and as a result they are enabling themselves into more misery and making the transition even more difficult. Whatever is happening is not supposed to make sense right now. This is how it's supposed to go. So, yeah. So, the next card, being the Fool, justifies whatever we have been discussing so far. The Fool is not supposed to know anything, the Fool is supposed to venture into the unknown. That is the whole purpose of the Fool. It's in his very best interest that he ventures into the uncertainty, so that he can go on that hero's journey. I'm also sensing that it's as if when you are on a ride, a very difficult ride like a roller coaster or any other ride that you find difficult, you can either do two things. You can either scream and shout, or you can just close your eyes and feel every sensation and rather let the experience fill your body completely. The latter is only going to make it easy for you. That transition, that journey of getting through the two wormholes, that transition, it's only going to make it easy for you. It seems as if you have just made a wish for something impossible, and that massive desire required of you to let go of huge chunks of identity that was not supposed to go with you in that S point. So that A to S is, it's because you did not ask for an easy transition, as in something like A to B or A to C or A to D. It was just like way ahead, something that is not in your grasp that easily. This is why you're required to let go of a very huge chunk of who you are currently, because the lighter you are in your energetic body, the easier the transition is. So if you're carrying a lot of belief systems and a lot of attachments from the past, from that point A, then the transition is difficult. But along the way, as you keep getting rid of the stuff that is only making your energetic body or you heavier, then the transition gets much easier. I'm also getting that more than anything else, it's your mental processes that is actually weighing heavy on you. Your beliefs, the voices, it's the voices that is actually making the whole process difficult for you. Currently, what you're experiencing is that the voice that is supposed to be healthier is much less. It's much less compared to the voices that are eating away at you right now. Could be contributing to sleepless nights, could be contributing to you being in bed the whole time, not being able to get into action of whatever you plan on doing about the day. Yeah. I'm also getting that hugging your pillow may help in some way. I know it's coming off very strange, but pillow here could be significant to someone. Maybe you can draw your sense of comfort from a pillow right now. You may also feel like, what's the point of getting from point A to S if I don't feel any passion along the way? Even if I have to kill that passion, those desires, all of them are dead, then what's the point of going up that far into a reality where I am not able to carry my passion or something that mattered to me so much? What's the point of reaching a place where something that mattered to you wouldn't be there with you to accompany you? But there's an interruption in this message. The red color is significant here, being part of that interruption. Red also defining desires and passion and love for some people here. So if you feel that you're not able to carry over that passion, those desires into the next timeline or next stage or that point S, then what's even the point of making that transition? So uh, here's what's important for you to know. You are supposed to let go of it for now so that you can retain it in that next phase. How you're going to retain it, it's not your concern for the moment. What's your concern is that you're supposed to let go of it for now. How it comes back to you, how it gets back to you. That passion, that desire, that drive, that is the beauty of the process. That it would somehow be there. How does not matter, but to be lighter, to make that transition easy, let go of that passion, that desire, that drive for now. Let go of that now. That is what the spirit is asking for you, to make the process easier and lighter, to make the transition convenient for you right now. And the red comes back multiplied to you in a way that you wouldn't even notice that it was gone at all. So, yes, it's going to stay with you. But currently, this is what is causing the trouble. This is the part of identity that you need to shed. This is the part of ego that you need to walk into its death. It will be reborn much brighter, much multiplied. That is the message being received here right now. And whatever you think you had, it will be like the ultimate stage of that. Go through the process. It's not easy, but you are making use of wormholes, and wormholes, even if metaphorically, it's not easy. Let's say that you were working a job, you were expecting an increment maybe only by a few dollars. It would have come to you easily, maybe even by the next month. It would have been something like going from A to B, C, D. But this is something like you asked universe for $1 million all of a sudden, and you are not the right energetic match currently. So, in order to be that right match, you are being asked to make use of the wormholes. You're not even being asked to make a use, because this is happening on its own. Your soul is choosing to do this on its own. The process is quite automatic, but what's not working for you is right now not being able to understand why it's happening the way it's happening. It's because the wormhole process feels very, very, very difficult, very difficult to go through. It's like throwing up along the way. It's like that port key that they use in the Harry Potter movies. So along the way, some people even end up throwing up, and one needs to be lighter, more prepared. In your case, you can only be lighter by shedding all parts. The bad is, of course, supposed to go, but for now, even the good is supposed to go. The drive, that passion, the very reason you wanted to make that transition at the first place, even that needs to go. If you made it till the end, share what part met you the most. It helps me tune in a little deeper to your energy. I'll meet you again when the roots whisper a new truth.